We have seen the NBA change before. I mean, it's always this huge, dramatic event. Think about Stephen Curry. He didn't just win a title, right? He basically redefined offensive math. He dragged the entire league, kind of kicking and screaming, into the three-point era.
Right, or Jokić. He just completely rewrote the job description for a center.
Exactly. Proving the most dominant guy on the floor could be this pass-first maestro. Those were revolutions of style, of position.
But what we're witnessing right now with Luka Dončić is something else entirely. It's not just a style change. It feels like a fundamental disruption of the league's, I don't know, its DNA. That 2024 finals run wasn't just a great playoff performance. It was, and our sources are really emphatic on this, it was the opening sentence of a brand new chapter in the league's history.
Absolutely. This is bigger than just one MVP season or, a highlight reel. This is a complete strategic blueprint being laid down right now for the next decade of basketball.
For sure.
So our mission today on this deep dive is to really answer that central question. How exactly is one brilliant player redrawing the strategic map for the entire NBA?
And we've kind of broken it down into three critical areas. First, his play style, which is just, it's revolutionary in how it dictates tempo. Then there's the new rules he's writing for how you even build a franchise.
And the third?
And finally, his monumental influence on the NBA's global future.
Yeah.
On the whole talent pipeline.
So before we even jump into the strategy, we want to hear from you.
Yeah.
What's the single most surprising thing about Luka's game that you think just completely upends how people normally scout players? Let us know.
Good question.
Okay, let's get into it. Section 1, the death of the track meet.
Yeah.
For the last, 10 years, the league has been obsessed with speed.
Oh, completely. It's been a frantic, high-speed chase. The league-wide track meet is a perfect way to put it.
The whole mantra was pace and space. Push the ball, hunt for transition threes, just maximize every single possession.
And then here comes Luka, who is the ultimate walking contradiction to all of that. His game is emphatically not built on speed. It's not built on these gravity-defying leaps.
Right.
His ultimate weapon is just control.
Total control.
Yeah, while the rest of the league is sprinting, Luka is playing chess. He's forcing opponents into this, deliberate, agonizing rhythm that they do not want to be in.
He dictates the tempo, not the defense. And that forces them to just abandon their whole game plan. They have to submit to this grueling half-court grind that Luka loves.
He's basically taking the league's greatest strategic asset pace and just neutralizing it.
And we've got numbers to back this up, right? This isn't just a feeling.
No, not at all. The numbers are striking. Our source material points out that in the 2022-23 season, the Mavericks' pace with Luka on the floor was a methodical 95.83.
Wow.
That is one of the slowest paces in the entire league, and yet the offense was devastatingly efficient.
So he's creating these little islands of hyper-efficient, deliberate basketball in the middle of this storm of fast breaks.
That's a great way to put it.
But doesn't that kind of introduce a vulnerability? I mean, if you slow the game down that much, you're getting fewer possessions. If you have an off-shooting night, you don't have the volume to make up for it.
That's a critical point. The margin for error is smaller, you're right. But his efficiency is what compensates for it. He dominates the shot clock. He doesn't just slow the game down, he manipulates the final, 8 to 10 seconds of every possession. That's when defenders are most tired, most psychologically strained. He turns the half-court set into a pressure cooker.
Which brings us right to the engine of this whole thing.
Yeah.
His mastery of the pick and roll. This is where the psychological warfare really begins.
Exactly. The pick and roll it's a basic play, but in his hands, it's more like a diagnostic tool.
How so?
He uses this dizzying array of hesitations, shoulder fakes, little glances. All of it is designed to read the defense, not just the screen itself.
Yeah.
He anticipates the rotation before they even commit. It's like a supernatural understanding of their scheme.
Okay, so let's get specific. Opposing big man is playing standard deep drop coverage, sinking back to the rim. What's Luka's first move?
That's his easiest bucket. He'll just use the screen, get enough separation, and launch his little floater or a pull-up three. It forces that big man to have to step up.
And that's when the chess match really starts, when they try to switch the big man onto him.
Right. And if they switch, he's never sped up. He'll either back the smaller guy down, or he'll use his size and strength, which I think is still so underestimated, to create a high percentage look.
And this is where defenses get desperate. They feel like they have no other choice.
Out of sheer frustration, yeah. They're forced to double team him, to trap him hard just to get the ball out of his hands.
But the trap, That's his checkmate, isn't it?
It is. The double team instantly creates a 4-on-3 advantage somewhere else on the floor.
And his court vision isn't just about seeing the open guy.
No, it's about the timing. He times the pass perfectly, the exact moment the defense commits, before they have a prayer of recovering. He just generates this cascade of wide-open, high-quality shots.
Yeah, the ripple effect.
That's the term, the ripple effect.
We see his, spectacular box scores. The sources mention him averaging nearly 35 a game to start the 2025-26 season. But like you said, that's almost beside the point.
It really is.
He's not just scoring or assisting. He is engineering the entire possession. He forces defenses into this impossible choice. Give up an easy score to him or give up an easy score to his teammates.
And being able to do that possession after possession, it fundamentally changes everything for an opposing coach. He isn't just a player in a system, he is the system.
So that leads us to a big question for the rest of the league and for you listening. Do you think the NBA will successfully counter this slow, deliberate style? Or are more teams going to be forced to try and replicate it in the coming years? It feels like that high-speed chase might be hitting a wall.
It definitely forces teams to rethink everything, especially talent acquisition, which is a perfect segue into Section 3, reshaping team construction.
Okay.
For decades, we had this, traditional heliocentrism model. You find a Jordan, a Shaq, a LeBron, and you build around them. You complement their strengths.
So with LeBron, you surrounded him with elite catch-and-shoot guys like Ray Allen. You were just filling in the gaps.
Exactly. Luka forces a profound evolution of that model. We're calling it the new heliocentrism. His play style is so all-encompassing that it is the offensive system. His gravity doesn't just pull in defenders, it elevates the efficiency of very specific, highly specialized teammates.
And the Dallas Mavericks became the ultimate test case for this, right?
Yeah,
Especially after they
no.
got Kyrie and restructured everything at the 2024 deadline.
The ultimate test case. The goal wasn't just get him shooters, which is the standard model. The goal was finding the perfect, hyper-efficient role players who thrive specifically on his gravity.
So what does that player look like?
The blueprint was finalized in that 2024 playoff run. The key was acquiring vertical threats. Guys like Daniel Gafford, who they traded for, and Derek Lively II, who they drafted, they are essential.
And they don't need post touches or plays run for them.
Not at all. They just need to be excellent rim runners. That's the crucial difference. Curry needs off-ball gravity from his guys, 3-and-D wings. Luka needs an immediate pressure release right at the basket.
Because he's creating that 4-on-3 in the mid-range.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Gafford and Lively are just this constant vertical threat feasting on lobs and dump-off passes when Luka collapses the defense. Their role is singular. Be a decisive finisher. They give you a guaranteed high percentage outlet.
And crucially, the sources all emphasize their defensive impact. They're dominant interior defenders. They protect the rim, clean the glass, which lets Luka conserve energy on that end.
That's the strategic balance. That's the genius of it. Getting Gafford and PJ Washington at that deadline wasn't star hunting. It was a direct, precise move to find these specialized parts.
So the new role player archetype is extreme efficiency in a very specialized function.
Exactly. Vertical spacers, relentless rebounders, defensive anchors. The future isn't about finding more stars to put around him. It's about finding the perfect cogs for his machine.
And this influence, it goes way beyond just roster spots, doesn't it? Which brings us to Section 4, Global Stardom and the Future NBA Talent Pipeline.
It really does. Historically, superstar status has been a distinctly American phenomenon. The athleticism, the college pathway.
Right. Even when guys like Dirk or Pau Gasol became stars, the primary faces of the league, the global ambassadors, were homegrown.
Luka represents a monumental shift. He is a global ambassador, a bridge to the NBA's international future. And you're starting to see it in things like award considerations.
We see that happening in real time. Before the 2025-26 season even started, he was pegged as a top MVP candidate, right there with Jokić and Shai.
For years, his raw stats have been historic. But now, finally, the team's success and the narrative are converging. He's going to secure those major awards, and that solidifies his status globally.
But his biggest legacy might not even be the trophies.
I don't think it will be. His most enduring legacy will be the influence he has on the next generation of talent. For so long, young players were told to model their game after hyper-athletic wings, the high flyers. Luka. He offers a completely different path.
A path built on skill, on craft, on intelligence, on just an obsessive dedication to footwork and deception.
You think of a player like Larry Bird, who dominated with his mind and with angles, but now you infuse that with modern scoring audacity.
It's that unique blend, isn't it? That European finesse, the methodical pace, the court vision, with this American-style confidence to take and make any shot, no matter how hard it is.
And that's the takeaway. He is living proof that basketball IQ is the most potent weapon in the league, maybe even more than a 40-inch vertical.
So he's inspiring this global wave of players who are prioritizing craft over raw athleticism. They're studying his step back, his use of angles, his patience.
He's creating a whole new archetype. So to bring this all full circle, Luka isn't just dominating the present, he is actively authoring the future. He's changing the game's rhythm, its team-building philosophy, its global identity.
Wow.
The challenge for the rest of the league is, as all sources highlight, it's incredibly simple but immensely difficult. Adapt to the world Luka is creating or get left behind.
What an insightful deep dive. Thank you for walking us through that. Before we go, we want you, the listener, to weigh in on this. What part of Luka's game do you think will be the most impactful for the NBA's future? Is it the playmaking, the scoring, or that team-building gravity? Let us know.
And as you think about that, consider this final thought. We saw Curry change the math. We saw Jokić change the position. But Luka, he's changing the fundamental rhythm and the intelligence required to dominate the game itself. His 2024 finals run wasn't a culmination. It was just the opening assault on the future of the NBA.